let's start with the Bears.
Sounds good. Let's do that. Yeah, the Colston Loveland pick, man. I really do love this pick. I really do love this pick. And again, what it comes down to is one, getting playmakers for Caleb Williams, young playmakers, explosive playmakers, mismatch playmakers for Caleb Williams. And I think they accomplished that goal here with Colston Loveland at 10th overall. But again, you look at what Ben Johnson did with Sam Laporta, and I do think that Colston Loveland can have a very similar play style to what Sam Laporta did in Detroit for Ben Johnson. Again, you look at Keenan Allen not re-signing with this team, and so they need kind of a bigger, reliable slot receiver in that offense for Caleb Williams as well. And I think that Colston Loveland checks that box as well. They did just draft Luther Burden, but that might be a little bit more indication of maybe DJ Moore's future in Chicago. But I love this fit, and I think this is going to be a player like Sam Laporta broke rookie tight end records until Brock Bowers broke them the year later, but broke rookie tight end records in Ben Johnson's offense. And so when I look at that, and I look at like the need for Caleb Williams to take a leap, like it makes sense to go get him another weapon, to go get him another target, and I think Colston Loveland fits this offense like a glove.
Drafting 2 slot receivers back to back is an interesting decision, in my opinion. But no, I think it's actually a lovely fit for Luther Burden because it gives him a little bit of a window before he really needs to be needed, which was probably needed. And I think when you look at Luther Burden, and I don't know why I didn't think about this before, but the comp between him and DJ Moore is really kind of close. Yeah. Similarly, like stacked up builds, more manufactured touch guys in college, but DJ Moore rounded into a legitimate like Z slot wide receiver who became a 3-level threat and had downfield presence and was still a playmaker behind the line of scrimmage. And I think that that's how you use Luther Burden earlier. You kind of use Luther the way that Los Angeles has used Quentin Johnston. You just hope that he can catch the football in year one. And listen, Johnston was far, far better this past season and productive this past season. And I think that you are hoping for a similar trajectory for Burden, but with more playmakers around this offense already to take a little bit of the, this is my second pun in a row for a podcast, the burden off of the wide receiver. The first one was by accident. This one was on purpose. But I really do like those picks. Ozzy Trapilo in round 2, I think is fine value. The back end of round 2, but I really, really enjoy the Shamar Turner pick just because I'm a big fan of Shamar Turner. And when you look at the way that Chicago has kind of built their defensive line, they don't value like legitimate edge juice. They are very much from the old regime, the old head coach, a 4-3 under attacking 3 technique D, and Shamar Turner is exactly that. Now, it might be a little bit redundant with what they already have there, but I don't think that you can ever have too much interior pressure players.
I agree. The Shamar Turner pick is nice there. I think he brings a different element than Andrew Billings and Gervin Dexter and some of those other guys in that room. And so I do like the fit in Tennessee.
I don't think it's too dissimilar from Dexter. I mean, Dexter, I think, is somebody who brings you juice from the interior as well.
He does,
in
but
a
he's
little
more
bit
like
of a different
linear.
path.
He's through the chest. Yeah. Where I think Turner can give you some 5 tech reps and win outside of the outside shoulder of guards and even inside shoulder of some tackles. A little
he
more
literally used to play edge at Texas A&M.
Well,
so
yeah. Day 3 went a little off the rails for the Bears, though. I think like Arif Hassan's consensus board didn't even have Ruben Hippolyte on it.
And I don't care. I'm drafting a name there. Love it.
Yeah, there we
Hippolyte, linebacker, unbelievable.
Luke Newman, I saw that dude at the Shrine Bowl, and I get it's the 195th overall pick, but that dude, I don't know if that guy deserves to be on the roster. And then Munungai, I like Munungai. I think I'm fine in the 7th round there. Like that's fine. That's fine. Especially if they don't go and get a more physical running back. in free agency, which there is rumors that they might be going after one of the better running backs in the NFL over the past few years who has had back-to-back season-ending injuries. Just to hint at
Yeah, I
my
wonder who that
beloved
could be.
Cleveland Browns, and there's rumors they might be after that running back. But if they don't get him, I think Monangai can handle a he can't handle a David Montgomery, but like a Craig Reynolds type workload. What
Yeah.
Craig Reynolds did in Detroit, I think, is fine for Monangai there for a 7th round pick as well. So yeah, overall a pretty decent draft. I like their first 2 picks, man, and I like the Trapilo pick's fine, and I get it based off of the run of offensive tackles that just happened in front of them. I think some offensive tackles were pretty overdrafted. And I think Trapilo fits into that mold, but it's fine based off of the value of the position and the players that were available at the position. I think it's fine.